All right, let's talk about something in English that can make you sound so much more natural. Tag questions. Now, I know they can seem a little tricky at first, but trust me, there's a really simple way to get them right pretty much every time. So let's dive in and master these things together.
See what I did there? You want to speak English fluently, don't you? That little question I just tacked on the end, that's a tag question. It's a super common trick that makes your English just sound way more conversational, way more fluent. And that's exactly what we're going to break down today.
So, what exactly is a tag question? Well, think of it as a tiny little question you just add to the end of a sentence. You use it when you're, pretty sure about something, but you just want to double check to get that confirmation. It's kind of like saying, right? But it sounds a whole lot more sophisticated. Now, for the good news, you don't have to memorize a million different phrases. Nope. To get this right, you really only need to know two main ideas. We're going to call them the two golden rules, the polarity rule and the auxiliary rule. Once you get these, you're pretty much set. Okay, first up, the polarity rule. I want you to think of it like a magnet. Opposites attract. If your main statement is positive, like you are my friend, your tag question has to be negative, aren't you? And if your statement is negative, like you are not hurt, the tag flips to positive. Are you? See, it's all about balance. Positive statement, negative tag. Negative statement, positive tag. That's it. Golden rule number 2 is the auxiliary rule. Now, an auxiliary is just a fancy name for a helping verb. Words like are, do, have, will. The key here is simple. Whatever helping verb is in your statement, you have to use the exact same one in your tag. So if you say you are, the tag has to use are. If you say you don't, the tag has to use do. It's all about matching. You have been becomes haven't you? Easy, right? Okay, so you've got the two golden rules. Theory is one thing, but let's put them to the test right now. We're going to do a quick practice round to really lock this in. All right, take a look at this sentence. You will pay me back, will you? Think about those two rules we just covered. What do you think? Is this right or is it wrong? Yep, it's wrong. This is a classic polarity rule mistake. The statement, you will pay me back, is positive, which means the tag has to be negative. So the right way to say it is, you will pay me back, won't you? And of course, won't is just short for will not. Simple, isn't it? So those two golden rules will have your back like 90% of the time. But you know English. It loves to have its exceptions, doesn't it? So let's level up and look at a few of the most common tricky cases you're going to run into. Okay, so what happens when you look at a sentence and you can't see a helping verb? Like, you speak Spanish. There's no is or have. Well, in these cases, the helping verb is actually hiding. For simple present tense verbs, you pull out do or does. For past tense, you always use did. So, you speak Spanish becomes don't you? And you broke the window becomes didn't you? Now, you got to be careful with the verb have. It's a bit of a shapeshifter. Sometimes it's a helping verb and sometimes it's the main verb. If it's helping another verb, like in you haven't heard, you just use it again. Have you? Simple. But if have is the main action, if it means to own or possess something, like in your grandma has a smartphone, then you have to use do or does, so the tag becomes doesn't she? This one is a really common mistake, so keep an eye out for it. And now for probably the weirdest one of all. You'd think if you say I am, the tag question should be anti, right? Well, nope. Amn't isn't really a word we use. The correct accepted tag is actually aren't I. I know, it feels strange, it sounds a little off, but it's the right one. I'm the best English teacher, aren't I? This is just one of those you have to memorize. Okay, that was a bunch of weird cases, so let's put it all in one place. Here's a quick cheat sheet. Remember, I am gets the tag aren't I. A sentence starting with there is gets isn't there. If you see a word like never, that makes the whole sentence negative, so the tag has to be positive. And of course, don't forget that special rule for have when it's the main verb. Seriously, this is a great slide to screenshot for a quick reminder later. So you've learned the golden rules, you've seen the weird exceptions. I think you're ready. It's time to put it all together and see what you've learned. Welcome to your final challenge, a lightning round. Ready? First one up. Eric went shopping yesterday. What's the tag? Okay, the verb is went, which is past tense. So the answer is, didn't he? Question number 2. We have never seen that movie. Be careful with this one. Remember that tricky word never? That makes the statement negative, so the tag has to be positive. Have we? Okay, number 3. I'm the sweetest guy on the planet. You know this one, don't you? This is that super weird one we talked about. The tag is, aren't I? Got it. And the last one for the round. This building has an elevator. Now think about it. Is has a helping verb or is it the main verb? It's the main verb, right? It means the building possesses an elevator. So the correct tag is, doesn't it? And for our very final question, you liked this explainer, didn't you? See? By now, you know exactly why that's the right tag. Honestly, mastering these little questions is such a huge step to sounding more fluent in English. It's all about practice. You've totally got this now, don't you?